And welcome everybody to the Radio Play Disaster. We are so excited that you are here joining us, and we are about to get started. So first, before we begin the Radio Play Disaster, I'd like to say a few thank yous. First of all, we would love to thank the parents and the families of everyone who has been a part of this show. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for all of the hours that you and your students have been giving up to be able to be part of this. And we want to also thank all the educators at Science Hill who have let us use their classrooms as our own makeshift studios here in this distance era of play writing and play performing. And we also want to thank Mr. Richard Marshall, the director of the Science Hill Showstoppers, for all of your support, and thank you so much for everything that you have helped us to do, from the business end of things through all kinds of different arrangements that you've helped us to make. And one final special thanks to a former student, Mr. Arjun Bakshi, who has been a part of helping us to be part of our tech crew today. So we thank you guys so much. My name is Hunter Graybeal. I am the director of the show. The director of the show that has its own director inside the show. That'll make sense in a minute. But I'm so happy and so proud of these students, and we just want to give you a great show tonight. So without further ado, let's get started. Thank you so much. All right. Enjoy the show.
What you are about to witness tonight is real. The events of this broadcast are taking place in the United States of America at this very hour. There are no actors. There is no script. Everything you hear tonight is true.
Harlan, look what I sent you.
The role of Cletus will be played by Sir Brinsley Catamount on loan from Cambridge, England. The role of Delilah will also be played by Sir Brinsley Catamount on loan from Cambridge. Is this correct? Where are Andrew and Julia?
They said they couldn't make it. Something about not being paid enough and feeling it wasn't worth it. Oh, well, let's see. Despising the ground you walk on, not acceding to their list of demands.
All right.
General dissatisfaction with the incompetence of the artistic director. Who's the artistic director exactly?
I'm the artistic director, exactly.
Well, it seems they have a problem with you.
Ah, Miss Flanders. I see you've decided to show up tonight. I hope you're doing better than the dress rehearsal in which you were a disaster.
And a good evening to you, Harlan.
Mr. Bean, please, show a little respect since you have none for the material. Did you fix the laser effect?
I did.
Can I hear it? That's terrible.
It's a heat laser.
It sounds like a flatulent duck.
What does heat sound like, Harlan?
Mr. Bean.
It sounds just like that.
Not to interrupt your guys' argument or anything, but why are you saying there are no actors and then announcing that one of the actors is going to be different tonight?
I don't understand.
Think about what you're saying, Harlan. Everything you see tonight is true. The role of Cletus will be played by Brinsley.
Cheers, gentlemen. Just one thing. It's Sir Brinsley. All right.
Never underestimate the stupidity of the audience, Max. They will believe what I tell them to believe. In fact, I can't wait for tonight's show. Panic in the streets, calls to the police, sure to get the highest ratings in the history of this station. Battle of the Planets, announcing a new talent on the literary scene. The meteoric rise of Harlan Bean. The actors are prepared. The stage is set. Glory awaits.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to make a flatulent duck noise.
I can have you replaced, you know. Actors, do your places.
Did I ask for your opinion?
Honey.
Don't honey me. You don't understand my process. You don't care about my process. And you certainly don't care about cleaning out the litter box.
I cleaned out the litter box yesterday.
Why do you lie? When Mr. Boots doesn't have a clean litter box, he doesn't feel respected. And do you know what he does when he doesn't feel respected?
Ah, marital bliss. Are we all assembled?
Oh, looks like we're missing a few.
All right. Charles, Deborah, Andrew, and Miley have all been fired. Now then, we'll get on to the... Oh.
What?
Whatever. Well, I assume you've gotten over all your issues then. Say, where exactly is that other person?
The guy who won the contest to be on the show, the rodent person.
Oh, yes. Right.
No need to worry, friends. I am here. Show must go on and whatnot. Does anyone have a script?
You're over here, Mr. Hamster. Your last name is Hamster?
It's my stage name, Furious Hamster. Like it? I love it. So, I was thinking, what if we could make my character a bit more, what's the word? Oh, yeah. Awesome! I'm loving this show, but I do not have a big enough part.
I'd like to second that. I also don't have a good enough part.
You've left all the best parts for the men.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say.
It's sexist.
It's disgusting.
You can have some of my lines. I don't understand them anyway. Does my stronger character need to say all of these big words?
No, absolutely not. No one changes the lines.
Sorry, I'm late. Just spent a little time near death on the way here. I'm okay.
Are you feeling all right?
Completely fine. So much better. I was sick early, but now I'm perfect. I'm so excited to be here.
Adrian Harlan rewrote your speech last night.
You what?
Difficult, as it may be to believe. I have made it even more incredible.
Right, I had the other one memorized.
You don't need to memorize the script. You just read it off of the script. You don't.
I have that problem when I read.
I'm glad you're open to changing lines.
I'm not open to changing lines. I'm open to me changing lines.
Yes, but I work best when I'm not tied down to a script. I mean, a real actor looks at it once and tosses it into the garbage.
Actors perform scripts as written. That is their role, to execute my vision.
What about my vision?
I'm the only one allowed to have a vision.
I have ideas for my character, and they're at odds with this piece of lurid trash you've written. Consider this. Patricia Dunbar, age 23, is mayor.
She is 60 years old.
Impossible. Patricia is 23. She's in over her head, but she's also a tough-as-nails young woman, and she's here to clean up this town. She never went to college. She never wanted to be mayor, but she is going to take care of the aliens.
Then why is she married, huh?
Because she made an awful mistake, and now she's chained to a deadbeat loser as first husband, someone who questions her in front of her boss and makes outrageous demands about the snacks in the pantry.
Is it a crime to have popcorn every night?
It should be.
Just use the script.
I never should have married you.
You are 60, dowdy, unimaginative, and about to be slaughtered by a laser storm. Most people would die for the role. Then you are her supportive, dutiful husband who survived.
Why does he survive when he is so clearly marked for death?
That's the thing. The time for arguing about the script is not 5 minutes before we go on air.
I fought the aliens and won. Girls need more heroic role models.
You are fighting an alien intelligence vastly superior to mankind in
That's
every
not
possible way.
Womankind. Think about it. All the men get killed. Who fights the aliens and wins? Ladies. Because we're not idiots who require popcorn every night.
I like popcorn.
Every night? You need it every night, Branford. That is an addiction and a personality defect.
Stick to the script, please.
I wouldn't need to eat popcorn every night if I had a wife that was just nice to me.
Real men don't eat their dinners out of a bag every night.
Real women cook.
Please, all of you, just use the script as I've written it. It is completely perfect in every
You
possible way.
wrote the part last night. Which again, I have.
I
no
made it
problem.
even more perfect.
What about the ending?
The ending? That's even more perfect than the rest of the perfect show. Picture this. In the din of war, a single, solitary voice asked, "Is anyone out there?" And the answer? Silence. Simple, devastating, elegant, award-winning, I dare say.
Downer.
A downer? It's devastating.
I'm with Tanya. What if we blew up their spaceship?
No, absolutely not. This is no hack work. This is art. Humanity must be destroyed.
Well, what if humanity was only partially destroyed, sir?
Completely destroyed. What's wrong with you? This is the script. Stick to it. I have more talent in my pinky finger than the rest of you simpletons combined. Do your jobs. Our performance tonight will be the stuff of legends. Trust my genius. Battle of the Planets will be remembered forever. Clap for yourselves. Clap. Yes. Be bold, be brave, be resolute. Our glorious play marches forward into history. Ready?
Hey, Harlan, why is the on-air sign on?
The on-air sign is on because... Please excuse the previous moments. Apparently a gang of hooligans broke into our station and started talking. What you are about to witness tonight is real. The events of this broadcast are taking place in the United States of America at this very hour. There are no actors. There is no script. Everything you hear tonight is true.
Harlan, look what I
The role of Cletus will be interpreted by Sir Brinsley Catamount. Even though Cletus is a real person and the events involving Cletus have not yet occurred, we have good faith that they will. The role of Delilah will also be played by Sir Brinsley. We now take you to the ballroom of the Grand Season Hotel, where we will be listening to the complex melodies of Chip Verdun and his 12-piece orchestra. I meant, of course, the emotionally devastating spare harmonies of Chip Verdun and his neo-futuristic ensemble. Delightful. Listeners, we have a breaking news bulletin. Yes, we have a breaking news bulletin. Word has come in that we take you now to the observatory in Brown University of Rhode Island.
Yes, thank you. My name is Charles Tarbert, reporter for radio station KIAB, located somewhere. And I've come to this observatory to discuss shocking developments on the planet Venus. Standing with me is Dr. Mary Landrew, chief astronomer at the Brown Observatory.
Hi.
Dr. Landrew, with your 47 years of experience at this observatory, can you please inform our listeners what you witnessed tonight?
Okay, hang on.
Samantha, it's on page 5.
Oh, thank you. Yes, this powerful telescope was trained. Trained? It can be trained, right? Pointed at the surface of planet Venus, and tonight we saw an amazing thing. Good question, but I think they're just atmospheric disturbances.
Samantha, no, it's like 3 lines before that.
Whoops, no. We saw an amazing occurrence. Yeah. Regular explosions on the surface of Venus at consistent intervals?
And what do you make of these explosions?
Good question, but I think they're just atmospheric disturbances.
If I might interject, Doctor.
Please state your name for our radio audience.
I am the assistant to Dr. Mary Landrew. I have no name because I was not considered to be important. Let's call me Bobby.
Very well. What is it you were going to say?
Good question, but I think they're just atmospheric disturbances.
These explosions are not consistent with any known phenomena on the planet Venus. I don't know what's going on, but I'm frightened.
There's no need to be frightened. Assistant, these phenomena happen all the time.
Phenomena.
I'm sorry?
Phenomena. That was the word you were looking for, Doctor.
Sure.
Very, very well.
Thank you. Yes, this powerful telescope was trained. Shoot, hang on.
I'd like to say one more thing, since you may not hear from me again. There are dark times with alien intelligences capable of toying with humanity as a child plays with a spider. We know not what sinister designs.
And we're back. Thank you for the insightful interview. We now return you to the simple, almost childlike melodies of Chip Verdun on his solo xylophone. We interrupt this broadcast with a follow-up to why don't you go ahead and fade out that extensive choir 70s that's squeezed into the ball of the Grand Season Hotel. Yes, once again we are interrupting to bring you to take you now to we take you now to Chief of the National Meteorological Society, Andrew Jessup.
Yes, hello, this is reporter David Davidson, coming to you now from the National Meteorological Society. With me is Andrew Jessup, a grizzled veteran of numerous foreign wars and meteorologist. Yes, he will be here any moment when he realizes he's supposed to be on the radio right now. In the meantime, I will be growing teeth No, I won't be growing teeth. I will be a vampire. I'm a vampire. I am a vampire. I'm vamping. So I'm gonna vamp.
Andrew Jessup.
This is Andrew Jessup.
Right. Yes. Could you please describe what's happening in the upper atmosphere?
Well, at just over 8 p.m. this evening, shortly after the mysterious phenomena on planet Venus.
Planet Venus.
Hi, I think you mean phenomenals?
We tracked several intrusions into our upper atmosphere consistent
Several
with
intrusions
natural
into our
meteorological phenomenals.
Phenomenals.
I tracked them.
I tracked them, actually.
Sorry to be confusing you, but I have trained a pet seal to mimic my words moments after I say them.
I've trained a pet seal to mimic my words before I say them. I'll put him in his cage now.
If anyone is going in the cage, it is the pet seal that got here moments too late because I am first.
Okay, Andrew, grizzled manly man.
I'm more of a grizzled manly man than you'll ever be.
Okay. Could you speculate as to what these phenomena are?
Nothing to be worried about. Nothing to be worried about. Nothing to be worried about. Nothing to be worried about.
Thank you for the interview, Mr. Jessup. We now turn you to the music. What?
There's nothing to worry about.
Thank you for the interview, Mr. Jessup, and his trained seal. We now take you to the music at the ballroom of the Grand Season Hotel. Ah, yes. The sound of music in these troubling times truly is a balm for the soul. But unfortunately, we have a breaking news bulletin once again. Word has come into our station that there's been an explosion just in a small farm outside of Elmos Corner, New York. We take you now to a reporter who has arrived on the scene.
Thank you. This is David Davidson, a reporter, not to be confused with my twin brother, David, also Davidson, who was reporting on conditions at the observatory nearly 1,000 miles away from here. Anyway, I'm standing in a field with a cow and several chickens, I think. But actually, I'm also an active couple who have just died, maybe. Oh, okay. Corrections. The animals have been grievously injured, but they seem to be recovering quickly. Anyway, what I'm looking at now is an ordinary cornfield rent by a smoking crater. Located within the crater is a dark metallic cylinder, approximately 100 feet tall. And I'm speaking now with Cletus Jones, a local farmer who witnessed the strange occurrence.
Yes, quite right.
Cletus, though you're an uneducated bumpkin, could you please describe what you saw?
But of course, I was standing in my field of corn when I saw a flash of illumination. One moment.
Accent.
I mean that I was over here and I saw something.
What did it look like?
A massive cylinder, rocket-like shape, which shot out of the sky like a meteor. Then, I want to say, descended in a controlled-like fashion to my field of corn, where it darn near blew the doors off my house. Shack, where I live in poverty. Here comes my wife.
Ma'am, were you also a witness to the landing?
I was scared. Because I'm a lady.
Well, these are truly frightening times.
I'd like to mention all of our animals are scared too. Especially the hippopotami. And the parrots.
Polly, what a cracker!
Okay. What do you make of the towering monolith in your farm at this moment?
I'll answer that. You never let me talk. Silence, woman. I've had enough of your chauvinism. You're embarrassing me in front of the news folk. Like I was saying, I just think it's meteorological phenomenon.
And you don't imagine this has anything to do with the strange explosions witnessed on the surface of the planet Venus?
You know, I don't even like the sound of Venus. It sounds un-American to me. That's because it's the name of a planet. I know that, Sugar Pie. It don't sound American is all I'm saying. That's because it's another planet. Look, it ain't no planet of love, all right? There ain't no way that something could explode on the surface of Venus and we see something like 20 minutes later. Okay, that would take at least 2 months.
I think something else is happening now.
What?
I think something else is happening now.
Right. That sound you hear approaching is a military vehicle. That sound is a military vehicle pulling up. Okay. I shall describe it visually, since it seems we're having a problem with audio. Yes, it's a state-of-the-art ground transport. Truly impressive example of America's military might. Eight enormous wheels and a bell. Truly the most impressive bell I've ever seen. Sure to inspire awe and fear in our nation's enemies. And there's a soldier approaching me. His boots, they're state-of-the-art with tactical heels on the soft earth of the corn farm. And we're waiting for him to say something.
America!
I am standing with a member of America's military forces who is here today.
Woo! Hey, Mom! I'm on the radio!
What do you make of this strange device?
Oh, the hamster doesn't know, but the hamster doesn't like it.
I also do not like it. Me neither.
Okay, what do you propose to do about it?
I'm about to investigate!
A brilliant suggestion, but oh my goodness, something is happening. A metallic panel is opening in the side of the cylinder, and emerging from the darkness within it appears to be a tubular appendage.
Hey, you, we don't appreciate your tubular appendage round here. Woo!
No response from the cylinder.
I'm going to approach the cylinder now!
With the extreme manly confidence of America's fighting men, the American soldier is only 20 or 30 paces from the device, and oh no, I can barely describe what I'm seeing now.
Did I step on a duck?
I'm not sure what that is.
It's a laser. Yeah, it appears to be some kind of concentrated heat ray.
My arm, my leg, my other arm.
Our brave soldier has been completely disintegrated by. Yet the echoes of his final screams remain in the air.
Did you see that?
It's coming right for us.
Oh, ow, this hurts. Ah!
Okay, listeners, I must now relate that the cylinder appears to have grown legs, rising up in the air like a tripod.
I'm okay though. It'll take more to take the hamster down.
Run for your lives!
Wait, its cannons are rotating, aiming for me, but I will continue to broadcast and...
We have lost contact with the reporter in Elmo's corner. I can only hope that he survived the terrible ordeals transpiring there. We now return you to the music of Chip Verdun and his impertinent orchestra in the ballroom of the Grand Season Hotel. What in Art's name are you doing?
Don't bother me, I'm concentrating. The song is hard.
You're ruining the entire show.
You think you could do this job?
I could train a seal to do your job.
Seals don't talk. Why does everyone think seals can talk? Hey there, Hepcats. This is Chip Verdun. We're going to take a little break right now until our craft can be respected.
Oh, Chip. By the way, this is Amos Frungfather, manager here at the Grand Season Ballroom, and I'm here to let you know, Chip, that you're fired.
You've crossed me for the last time, Frungfather, especially since you never paid me for my work.
I paid you for your work.
Not enough.
Hey, stop that. Stop releasing those chickens.
You never respected my chickens.
Out! Sorry about that, gentle listeners. I'm sure you're all more concerned about the startling events taking place across the country, and we'll get you a reporter as soon as we can. In the meantime, we'll return you to the music. Oh, wait, shoot. We take you now to a special press conference.
This is Josephine Maxwell. I am standing in the Rose Garden at the White House, awaiting a briefing from 3-star General Brianna Armitage. At any moment, she will emerge from those doors on this beautiful, sunny day. In fact, the chirping birds belay a growing sense of dread from around the country. The chirping birds. The very quiet chirping birds, almost as if they realize the serious nature of this present moment. And the turkeys. Who could forget the presidential turkeys who have been spared from execution on Thanksgiving? They gather here with the chirping birds in the Rose Garden, awaiting the general on this very lovely, stormy day. Yes, here she is now. Thank you, reporters.
My name is General Brina Armistrange, Brianna something, and I'm here to inform the public about the extraordinary events we've witnessed over the past few hours. At approximately 1400 hours, we observed a series of expositions on the plate Venus. Although we initially consider these to be regular atmospheres, they were in fact the signs of alien spacecraft. At present, we have tracked 14 supper landings on the eastern smorgasbord of the untied states. I will now be taping questions.
General, are these spacecrafts dangerous?
We must assume these invaders come in peace. Come in peace. Peace. Come in peace.
Is that a wise assumption?
Quit pounding me, woman. Pounding. Oh, quit pounding me, woman.
Why are you getting defensive, ma'am?
We do not know the inventions of these chips, but I do not see the use of startling an interpretatory war with an alien sea breeze.
And if they're starting a war with us,
Then dog help us all.
dog, help us all indeed. With that, the general turned her heel and returned to the briefing room at the White House, where a response to these attacks is being devised.
Do I just walk off now?
Yes, she is walking off now.
Now.
Exactly now. There she goes. You can hear the sound of her retreating steps. We return you now to the station.
Thank you for that report. We would return you to the music of Chip Verdund and his band of musical armadillos, but Chip has been removed from the Grand Season Ballroom in a straitjacket and will never work here again.
You'll never work here again.
Apologies! It appears one of our musical armadillos has broken free from its harness and savaged a staff member. We're in the process of putting the creature down. With a cow. A cow has sat upon the armadillo, flattening it into a pancake. We now return you to our important tale with an update from our reporter in Elmo's Corner.
Yes, thank you, Harlan. This is Davidson III, not to be confused with either of my twin brothers, reporting once again, for the first time, from Elmo's Corners, since I just arrived here moments ago. I am standing with the mayor of Elmo's Corners, Patricia Dunbar.
Thank you, David.
What can you tell us about the developments on the outskirts of town?
Is that really the question you want to ask? I unsettle you, don't I? Because I'm a tough-as-nails young woman and I don't take guff from anyone, especially not you.
I'm not sure how that relates
Let me help you with my signature catchphrase. That's a lot of bacon.
What does that mean?
It means there's a lot of bacon. And now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to clean up those aliens. That's my sawed-off shotgun, in case you were wondering. You might also let the people know that I'm wearing sunglasses and a tank top, which shows off my wiry muscles.
Okay, right. Yes, I should let you know that the mayor is wearing a
Ponytail.
a kick-butt ponytail, sunglasses. It has rock-hard muscles.
Don't objectify me.
Sorry.
All right, then. Time to go kick some butt. I'm riding off in my motorcycle, by the way.
Okay, right. Yes, we have here the mayor's husband, Timothy Dunbar.
Timothy.
It says Timothy?
Timothy isn't a name.
Timothy is written right here.
My name is Timothy.
Thank you for clarifying that, Timothy.
It's Timothy. It was originally Timothy, but he changed it when we got married.
Okay. Timothy, what have you seen on the outskirts of town?
Thank you for asking, sir. As a woman in mayor, hold on. I was very frightened. The metallic cylinder fired a barrage of heat lasers which incinerated some people I love dearly. The screams of the dying punctured my senses and will give me nightmares until my eventual death. I cannot fully comprehend the magnitude of the tragedy and on my chest. Choking back tears.
Thank you for that heartbreaking eyewitness report. Could you describe in more detail in less detail, in no detail at all, what's your next step?
First, we will...
Oh, I hate to interrupt you, man, but look, listeners, I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Looming over downtown Elmo's Corners like the sight of a skyscraper on legs is what we must now admit is an alien spacecraft. Listen to the enormous thudding sound of its massive feet as it stomps down the street. Yes, sounding almost like thunder. I'm stepping outside now to get a better look at it. It is an awesome sight to behold, terrifying in its monstrous intelligence. But also strangely chipper. I'm on the street now as throngs of frightened Elmo's Corner citizens, Elmoians, flee before the encroaching titan.
Ah,
I'm fleeing! Run for your life!
Stop right there, you metal monster! I'm the mayor of this town, and I've got a bone to pick with you. And good thing the press is here to cover this moment.
Yes, the press is here. Oh, okay. What I see now is a scene of astonishing bravery.
Yes.
Okay, a single woman, smeared with dust and dirt, standing in front of a colossus of death, armed with only her baguette.
Fear me! Fear my baked goods!
Oh, I can't believe what I'm seeing. She leaps into battle and oh my goodness, there's a goat here and
It is a heat laser.
Missed!
Which misses the target completely.
What's wrong with your aim?
The alien ship appears incapable of hitting her with its weapons of death.
You tried your best, alien ship. Now it's time for me to try my best. I'm tossing aside this baguette and picking up
It appears to be strudel.
this strudel, which is known to be toxic to both alien and human life. If I manage to place this strudel in the weak point in your armor, it's curtains for you. And that's a lot of bacon.
Leaping onto her feet with the agility of a jungle cat, the mayor of Elmo's Corners clambers up the side of the...
It appears we've lost feed with the reporters in Elmo's Corner. Surely they're all dead by now, but what's this? We're receiving some audio from a nearby transponder. I'm dead. I'm dying. I'm completely dead. Haunting. Listeners, events continue to transpire at dizzying speed, faster than I can relay. In fact, more than 24 of these strange alien craft have been reported landing all over the eastern seaboard in Connecticut, New Jersey, and Staten Island. It would seem that New York City is their inevitable target. We take you now to a reporter who has been embedded within the United States military as they deploy against this civilization-threatening event.
This is David Davidson in the fort.
Actually, Josephine Maxwell.
Oh, thank goodness.
This is Josephine Maxwell, reporting from the cockpit of the flagship of the 3rd Armored Battalion. That sound you hear is a whirring engine of American know-how, unleashing the full fury of 1,800 horsepower. With me are our brave men and women of our military forces, clad in their loose-fitting dungarees. Their belts and boots gleam like the hardened shells of so many monstrous beetles, tamed by technology and harnessed for the purpose of destructive power. I am sitting next to a young woman, her brown eyes wide with the enormity of her task and her lovely dimples, belying a seriousness of purpose that could only be matched by the ancient armies of Sparta.
Hi.
How does it feel to come face to face with certain death?
Not good. I feel terrible. I want to die.
Brave words in these Turbulent times. Our progress slows to a halt as we reach the reported side of another landing craft. I will now exit the vehicle to give you, the listeners, an evocative visual description of what is transpiring. As one, the soldiers rise to ready themselves.
Okay, we're getting out now.
Thick with the scent of fear and body odor, the soldiers scramble out of their vehicles, resembling nothing so much as a horde of ants before a terrifying foe from another planet. This, listeners, is nothing less than the struggle for the continued dominion of humankind on planet Earth. If these brave men and women fail, we may very well look upon these days as the last dying gasps of civilization.
Yeah, it's a doozy.
I am in awe of the fierce determination of these soldiers. They are ready for anything.
Does anyone have a lozenge? I need a lozenge.
Nothing will stop them.
I seriously can't do this unless I have one. Wait, hold up. Hold on. It's kind of stuck to the wrapper. You know what I'm talking about? When it melts a little bit and it gets stuck to the paper. This is the worst. Hold up. Oh, it's better. Oh.
My eyes can barely behold the sight of what is looming before me. 3 monstrous objects nearly 100 feet in height standing upon a tripod-like structure.
I'm gonna take you out, aliens! Ha! Oh no, the tubular appendage, it's got me.
Almost faster than the eye can see, a snake-like coil of black metal has shot from the opening side.
Ah, the tubular appendage, it's strangling me. I'm being taken to a vat of chemicals to be, skinned. Yeah,
I
skinned.
cannot attest to the accuracy of these
Ow!
statements.
Oh no, there goes my skin. Oh,
There
this is terrible.
Time to warn that nameless soldier as
My
we
wife
continue.
said I loved her.
His cries fall on deaf ears as we
Lives.
continue.
She lives in Schenectady, New York, apartment 6B.
A moment of silence.
Her name is Julie Hamster. Also, she can take phone calls at. Oh, I have more shameless self plugs.
He is dead. He is dead. Placed into a vat of acid. His entire form has been transformed into clear goop and shot from the port side of our vehicles. Dead! Yes! The other soldiers look on in horror.
Oh, that's fair. Sometimes you gotta have 2. Man, my throat is killing me. Wait, hold up. So let's let that thing have it, troops. 3, 2, 1, fire.
With a deafening roar, the 50-millimeter cannons recoil, unlaunching a cavalcade of ordnance at the alien ship. With a roar. A roar! Come on!
Three, 2, 1, fire. Charge.
Listeners, I wish you could be here to see the charge of hundreds of military vehicles, like the charge of the Light Brigade, or the legions of man taking flight against Olympus itself. There has never been a moment like this in human history. Surely the aliens will crumble under our astonishing assault.
Get him. Oh no. Ah.
The smoke is cleared and I can't believe it. The alien ships are completely undamaged, as if our power to them is no more threatening than a swarm of gnats. Heat lasers blast away at our vehicles like a hot knife through butter. The carnage is unbearable.
Oh no, help.
Their gun turrets are turning on me now. I can see them. I see on the barrels of their extraterrestrial weaponry.
They're gonna get you.
Listeners, run for your lives. Run, escape into the woods. Our only hope is you.
Oh no, she's dead. Oh no, they're coming for me too. Ah.
We have lost radio contact with Josephine Maxwell. The dire news continues on this dreadful night. Listeners, from our location in New Jersey, I can just now see the alien craft heading over the Hudson River and towards the skyscrapers of New York City. An eerie quiet seems to have descended the city, almost as if they're waiting solemnly for the end to come. Only the sad, almost pathetic sound of a single piano punctuates the alien's assault. And the fleeing animals in the city, who were with their friends, as always, those cows. It is a quiet and solemn moment with not a sound from anywhere.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you Chip Verdun and his Good Time Orchestra, who have reassembled at the Grand Season Ballroom to the cheers of thousands of patrons. Woo! Thank you, Hep Cats and Hep Kitties. What we need now is a little appreciation for the people behind the scenes, because some people don't respect their talents. So let's hear it again for Chip Verdun and his Good Time Orchestra.
From our location in New Jersey, I can just now see the alien craft headed specifically towards the Grand Season Hotel, where they're now.
Let me tell you something, Hepats. You gotta respect the art, or the art doesn't respect you.
They have peeled off the roof of the Grand Season Hotel like a grape, and now they're.
And I think the people we need to thank the most right now are the sound effects people. The beautiful, incredibly important sound effects people. Wouldn't you agree, Harlan?
They have decapitated Chip Verdun and his entire orchestra. They're feasting on his entrails, slapping them up like spaghetti, and I guess that marks the end of one of the most aggravating.
Read the message, Harlan. We are struggling to reconnect with studio in New Jersey, and we will continue to struggle until certain notes are read.
I would like to take a moment during this terrifying alien invasion to acknowledge the contributions of my friend, Trixie Flanders, who is one of the most intelligent, beautiful, and wise people I know. In fact, she is much more intelligent than me. She is the true genius behind this station, and I am merely a worm. Very well. All right, aliens are headed for New York City. I don't know how much longer I can stay on air. The sound of approaching machines is getting nearer and nearer. This Harlan being on what might just be the last night of America's radio station. Tell your loved ones about them. Hold each other close. Just make sure that you. They're here. They're here.
This is Dr. Mary Landrew. I'm using a shortwave radio to document the events as I have witnessed them. shoot, hang on. Okay, so like there are like these big aliens going past. It's terrible, and I'm sad for humanity. And is anyone out there? Is anyone out there? Is there?
Hello!
Oh,
It's me, Patricia Dunbar. I fought my way out of the belly of one of those tripod thingies. Oh boy! And that's a lot of bacon.
I also am alive!
Me too, even though I don't have a name.
This is Chip Verdun reporting that my entire orchestra has defeated an alien spaceship with only a trombone and a drum kit.
Oh, the hamster loves you, America!
Yeah, let's go America.
Go team. Let's go. Oh yeah.
Hey, let all those flatulent goats in here.
I'm afraid those are my flatulent goats.
Well, we killed all the aliens. Happy ending, everyone.
I love you.
Stuff it.
This is David Davidson V signing off.
Brava, everyone, brava.
Well, that is that. My life's over. My career is over! I am a genius no longer.
Hey, when I got my own job, writing my own play in the future, I'll hire you as an assistant.
Max, I assume the phone lines are clogged with people laughing at this debacle.
Let me see. Hello? Anyone out there? Huh.
No one's calling.
Nobody. It's like nobody even heard it. That's weird. I stopped the broadcast, but the on-air sign is still on. Oh! Whoops. The switch is reversed.
Yeah, and what's that supposed to mean exactly?
We just broadcast 40 minutes of dead air.
And we're broadcasting now.
Appears that way.
What you are about to witness tonight is real. The events of this broadcast are taking place in the United States of America at this very hour. There are no actors. There is no script. Everything you hear tonight is true.
And that's a show. Congratulations, everybody. Yeah. So it's kind of hard on a Zoom call to be able to take bows, but instead we're going to let everyone get a chance to introduce themselves. So you get to meet all of the players. So go ahead, introduce yourselves. Harlan, you can get us started.
Hey there. I am George Lane, and I have played Harlan Dean.
I'm Austin Trivet, and I played Max.
Hi, I'm Emily, and I played Trixie Flanders.
I'm Bryant Magnus, and I play Otis Sheridan.
Hey everyone, I'm Jaylee Alvarez and I play Samantha Powers.
I'm Selena Wheeler and I play Larissa Jax.
I'm Aspen and I play Sir Brinsley Catamount.
I'm Ella Crosby, and I play Josie O'Connors.
My name's Kaylee Rogers, and I play Agent Lucas.
My name is Ansley Wilson, and I played Tanya Bristow.
Hello there, I'm Joseph Hunter, and I interpreted Branford Brimstow.
Hi, I'm Allie Poland, and I played Maria Pumonte.
And I am John Daniel, and I am the Furious Hamster.
And I am Gunther Dimitrikopoulos, the stage manager.
All right. Thank you so much. Everyone give a hand once again to our players. Thank you so much for coming to our performance of the radio play disaster, and we hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. Take care.